Travis Fulton, who fought at UFC 20 and 21, hung himself in a jail cell in Lynn County Correctional Center in Iowa. One day before his suicide, Fulton pled guilty to 1 count of sexual exploitation of a child and 1 count of possession of child porn. Fulton has more fights than anyone in the history of MMA, an astounding 320 fights in MMA and another 75 in boxing. So that's 395 combat sports competitions. Fulton holds almost every record in terms of the volume of fights and subs and KOs. He has 255 wins on his record, and only 8 of those 255 wins were decisions. He has 143 knockouts on his resume, 104 submissions. He beat the same guy 7 times, Brian Robinson, and there were times where Fulton would fight like 6 times in a month because he's been fighting since 1996, and back in the day there wasn't even proper commissioning. All of these accomplishments in MMA, though, were marred by his charges for possession of child porn and sexual exploitation of a child. He was charged for attempting to get a minor to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing visual depictions of such conduct, and he was also accused of receiving and attempting to receive child porn via interstate and foreign commerce. If convicted, Fulton could have faced up to 70 years in prison. Fulton turned 44 in May. It's hard to segue from such an insane story to something else, but wanted to talk about the UFC card coming up this weekend. It is headlined by Makhachev versus Moises. With his excellent wrestling and grappling, Makhachev is a strong favorite in this one. The co-main event is an interesting one because Miesha Tate's making her comeback to MMA after retiring in 2016, and she's going to be taking on Marion Renault. Credit to Marion Renault, she's been going strong still at the age of 44. Stevens versus Gamrot should be a very entertaining fight. Rodolfo Vieira looks to redeem himself after his first loss in MMA in his last fight when he takes on Dustin Stulsfus. And kicking off the main card is Benitez versus Quarantillo, which should be a fun, fast-paced featherweight fight. Thanks for watching MMA Digest. Like and subscribe to keep up with everything MMA.